Yo. So how'd that game go?
It went okay. I actually versed a Gnar, and I don't think I've ever versed a Gnar before.
Really?
I guess that kind of clues you into how much I played. But I don't know why. I've just never come across one. And yeah, it was definitely challenging. We ended up winning, but it took a I think we were kind of lucky actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely things that I was trying to make note of, like points that I was kind of unsure macro wise what to do.
Okay. Yeah, so what we'll do is we're going to start with laning because it's the most important part of the game, so we always have to start with it. One thing I noticed, I don't actually remember if this is like what people do on Ornn still, if they like patched it or something. But I'm pretty sure you're supposed to start with a potion.
And
Or
then
no,
build
two
Dorans.
potions. Yeah. Two potions,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you build the Doran shield. I don't know if they patched that.
Yeah, I actually hadn't seen to just get potions. That's actually, yeah, I'd heard with was it like a corrupting potion type thing a while back, but yeah, okay, that's something I can consider.
Cool. Okay. But either way, not the biggest deal. Let's see. All right. Wait, no, I need to be sharing screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm brain dead. My bad.
No, all good, all good. Thanks.
Okay. Wait, why is he missing so much HP?
Oh, they had a scuffle and he didn't base. So.
See.
Mhm.
Okay. Well.
It's my.
Let's see. So I'm assuming since you don't, so when you went against this Gnar, did you literally have no clue what his abilities?
No,
did?
I know. No, I know. I don't know in detail. I know that he transforms into like more of a tankier form when that bar hits the end. I know he's range, so I just treated this as a regular range matchup. So I just kind of stood back a little bit.
Okay, so how do you normally treat range matchups?
Normally I try and get my Q off on the first 3 minions and kind of let them push. Which I think, yeah, I'm not sure if that's one of the, because I again just recently watched one of the videos and it said like at any you should be able to get the push advantage if you're good enough at like almost any point if you're below a certain rank.
Okay.
Hmm.
So how this should go is because he's ranged, you shouldn't be able to get shouldn't be able to push him in early, and like you don't have to push him in early. Your goal is to get CS, hit him with Q. Especially at this rank where he's not going to be contesting your CS. It's like so at a higher rank, the only reason you would need to use Q to grab CS is like he's contesting you too much, and you're going to take too much damage to get it. But that's not what's going to happen.
So I should not use abilities unless they're to damage.
Yeah. So I'll show you here in a sec. So what should happen is, so like you walk up for CS. So like right here, what you did here was actually really good if you knew, like if you were doing it for this purpose of like you hit the minion, and you hit him at the same time. But basically, point is, yeah, your Qs, you want to be making sure you're hitting him with them because I mean Doran's Blade. It doesn't take much to get him into kill range right now. It doesn't take that many abilities, and he probably doesn't really know. Like if he hits you now, for example, if he autos you here, that's bad for him. Your minions are going to win the trade for you. So let's see what he does. Yeah, so like that was good. You walking up and hitting him there, very good because he's trolling. Like he should never walk up and try to hit you there. He should never let you get into melee range. So now he takes damage from your minions, and you got a grass proc off. That's very good. And look, he's just losing to himself right now. This is all fine for you. Yeah, this is all good. This is very good, actually. So now do the same thing. Walk up, hit him with Q, and go in. So first rule of laning phase, first fundamental of laning, everything's based off the CS, right? So he should always contest you when you're going for CS. And when you're looking to damage him in any way, it should be when he's going for CS. So after that great, like, first Like this entire first 20 seconds of the lane, really, really good. Look at his HP. Look at yours. You're in no danger whatsoever, right? So here, you know what he's gonna do because the minions tell you. You know he's gonna walk up and auto this.
So I should have walked up and hit him.
Yeah, you could just go in here. So you would just walk up. You'd have to walk up preemptively, right? Because you need to be taking into account him walking up and autoing. So you should already be walking up. You cue him because he's going to be stuck in animation autoing this. And then you hit him with another grasp auto. Okay. And after that, he's like this low, like very close to death already. And he shouldn't even take damage, honestly, against you this early on. That's how like hard he's misplaying the lane so far.
Right, okay.
Okay, good. Okay, you're going to do it. Good, yeah, boom. Look how perfect, actually. Jesus, good, very good. Okay, now...
I think I felt a bit confident because he'd taken a little bit at the start. I don't know if I would have played it as aggressive if, you know, he hadn't taken that little chunk. But that's good to know it's the right fundamental idea.
Yeah.
But I could have been quicker.
Yeah, either way, it was still all very good so far. Now, though, so at this point, so he is pushing into you, so he hit level 2 first. But since he's, like, misplayed level 1 so hard, now your goal is you cannot let him... You cannot let him reset and not lose. Like, basically, for him to get a good recall, you know, he has to crash the wave on the tower, then reset. Your goal is to prevent that. So you don't let him crash, or you kill him for trying. And we'll go over in a sec how you do that. But for now, when you see you have this big of a lead, that's the first thing you need to be thinking is, okay, wave's coming to me. I cannot let him crash the wave and reset because then all the work you just did is out the window. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Okay, well, I thought I was supposed to just let him keep. Okay.
No, because the reason why. So if you don't let him crash the wave, do you know what a frozen wave is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it freezes. For the wave to freeze, he has to have more minions than you, right?
Yep.
So if he has more minions than you, that means his wave is constantly killing yours. So That means he's bleeding CS the entire time he recalls. But if he crashes first, like the entire time when he recalls, it has to run all the way back to lane. He's losing CS the entire time. Okay. If he crashes the wave, then it starts slow pushing back to him, so he's not missing like anything at all. So
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So the idea is, to prevent him from, like, to make sure he's losing something if he does choose to go back, or if he stays,
you kill him.
Then you kill him. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Those are the two options he has. Whenever you're winning lane like this and the wave's coming to you, your two options are kill them or like force them to take a bad recall. Taking a bad recall like this is just as bad as dying. The lane's over from something like that.
Especially in the early game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, what you should do here is you should just pop your potion now, because you're about to hit level 2. And like basically you don't want to give him any chance to be able to bully you into crashing the wave. So like if you have full HP here, there's nothing he can do, right? I mean, he can't do anything now anyways, but the concept here is very important. Because like this being at this HP doesn't do anything for you, right? There's no value in it.
Yeah.
The only value that ever comes out of not using a potion like this is when you're at a high enough level, or like your understanding of the game is high enough where you are trying to bait them into thinking they're safe with your HP.
Okay, I think, okay, because I've been watching some like pro play stuff, and I guess I just kind of copied that. I see that they just hold it and then they just pop it as they start fighting, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for you, if you're at this much HP, especially, it's like all comes down to, like if he was like full HP here, you don't have to pop your pot. You can let your Ornn shield just regen you up. But because you should know shit's about to go down, because you're going to prevent him from recalling. You're going to fight him. Odds are you're going to kill him. So might as well just pop the pot.
Okay.
Everything makes sense so far.
I get scared of a bigger minion wave. Yeah, it does. I get a little bit scared of a bigger minion wave. Like,
you should be.
How much damage that could do. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you should be. And that's the other thing I was going to cover next. So when it comes to the minion wave, so after this really good trade, it all started with the first step of knowing what you need, what your goal is now. After he fucked up this hard, Now the first thing you need to think is, I'm not going to let him crash. I'm either going to have to kill him or make him take a bad recall. Now that you know that, you can go to the next important thing of, what do I do with this big ass wave though? Well, he's so low that he can't really walk up to you and do anything, right? He's kind of like, he kind of has to respect you now.
If I get my W, yeah, he's like dead.
Right. So you take this time where he can't do anything to you to hit the wave nonstop.
Okay.
It's called thinning. It's called thinning a wave. So thinning a wave, yeah, is when they have a big wave is coming to you and you try to kill as much as you can, damage as much as you can, so it's not as big.
Okay. Would the mentality be similar if he had a Doran's shield, for example?
Yeah.
Or if he was a champion that had some sort of restoration in their kit?
Yeah. Okay. Because
it would. Okay.
Oh, the only other the only champ that we that really has like a lot of sustain, unless I'm forgetting someone, but like real sustain, I would say is Vlad, who.
I was thinking Mordekaiser because I usually die to Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser's a little bit of a tough matchup for you if you don't if you're not playing like fundamentally sound.
Gotcha.
If you had a VOD of the Mordekaiser, it'd be much easier for me to explain to know what you were doing wrong and stuff. But for now,
yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, Tryndamere too. Tryndamere is actually, but no matter who this is, Vlad, Tryndamere, anyone that has some kind of regen, doesn't matter. You have such a big advantage because of like how hard they're griefing that you can take this and win the lane with it. So yeah, you want to be hitting minions nonstop.
So thinning it there. So okay, all right. And by this point, I've made them a mistake, right? And now he can engage me.
Yeah, now you're trolling. Now this is a big mistake. So, because you're not thinning the wave at all, and even though you have this big, advantage that you're going to take advantage of soon, you can't force it, because you can't kill him when he has that much HP right now, right? So because of that, you can't do anything here. It's going to be very rare that you can just fight someone without a wave entirely, and they have all these minions. It's going to be really, really rare. But this doesn't crash. You don't have to do anything to it. It doesn't crash because you can see your wave right here.
In the way, yeah.
So you can just walk back. You should just walk back, collect your wave, hit level 2. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, this was a big throw for your lane. Why? So what's more important here is, why are you kind of just walking back and forth here like this?
I've been trying to practice kind of freezing, and I think my brain sometimes tries to do it early, and it's impossible, right? Early, it's just stupid.
Well, why are you freezing?
Right, okay. I guess I always just thought, if I can hold it until my wave comes, then it's not going to hit. But I guess if I knew my timings a little bit better, it was not going to anyway.
Well, yeah. So there's multiple things here. First, even if this was going to hit the tower, in this current scenario right here, where you're a level down with no minions, there's nothing you can do. It's always going to be a loss.
Okay.
But yeah. Now the other thing, which is more important because it's a really common low elo mistake, is the mentality of freezing, wanting to freeze. Freezing isn't something you just do all the time. It's very situational. You do it to punish something. So, here, if you can get him low enough to where he can't walk up to the wave, then your biggest punish would be to freeze. Otherwise, there's no reason to ever freeze.
Okay, the only other reason would be if they're away from lane and you want to.
Right, and you're punishing them for not being there because they didn't get a good recall timer or a good roaming timer because they didn't crash the wave. So the big key here is they have to crash. But yeah, definitely don't be. There's no reason to you need to have a very good reason to freeze when you do it. Okay, so here popped your pot, which is good. Okay, that's a good W. Cue him now. Okay, good. All right. So as you can kind of see here, that damage you took before this trade, the unnecessary one, the big throw, is kind of important. This is why it was so important not to do that. Because now you're at an HP, like you have a little bit more HP than him, but he is the one pushing, so he will hit level 3 first. If you didn't take all that unnecessary damage, you'd be like half HP, to where there's no chance, like where you could actually walk up and make him not be able to touch the wave.
Yep.
Right? So now you've taken too much damage, and there's not much you can do. Now you can still try to prevent him from recalling, and you can still kill him here. You need to walk up, kill some minions, and try to hit level 3. That's
this is where I feel like the matchup played into it a little bit. I was a bit hesitant because I just didn't know what he did. I do think I would have been a little bit more aggressive if that was the case.
Okay. But for
making excuses for myself.
Well, for the right reason though. Like, or would you be doing that because you don't want to let him crash it, or are you just saying you'd be more aggressive because he has low HP?
I would say because I guess because he has a little bit low HP.
Right, and the key is that like it's all about not letting him crash the wave. Because the reason why there's a big difference there is because like if he runs all the way back here, it's not like you want to chase him all the way back there. He's already losing if you just sit here and make sure the wave doesn't crash, right? So you'd be thinning the wave out, doing stuff like that, because you just have to prevent this wave from touching here until this gets here.
Okay, yeah.
That makes him have to stay another wave, and then once you get level 3, you're looking real good. So like, see this? Big throw. You need that Q right now.
Okay. I've been using my Qs like crazy to CS, like ever since I started playing Ornn. That's pretty...
Yeah. So everything you do needs to have a very real reason that you do it. Like, it means if you're going to use a Q for CS, it's because you can't get it otherwise. Like, it's impossible.
Okay.
And it means you don't need that Q for anything else. So, like, let's say, like, you're not going to be able to get this CS. That's fine right now, because what's more important is that you hit him with it, hit him with a W, and then hold this wave. So it doesn't hit the tower. Because, see, as soon as you do that, now, like, how much threat do you, like, how much of a threat are you to him?
If I'd have hit him with my Q there, and if I have my W's off cooldown, which, it's not, but...
It is. It's up.
Yeah, I would have been able to kill him, hey. Yeah. Or at least got him very low.
Yeah, you get him very, very low. Right? So, and imagine if you didn't take so much damage earlier, you'd be like this much HP.
Yeah. And I have the cookie as well. Oh, I might have just used it.
So, as you can see here, like you won the lane technically at level 1. It's just you didn't know what to do with like that the mistakes he was making. Because here, once you let this wave crash, that's it. All that work is gone. Okay, it's not actually gonna. It's not total. Yeah, it's basically crashed now. He does stay though. See, he doesn't even know. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do either. No one does it. You know, in this elo, everything everybody's doing is gonna be wrong like 99% of the time. So now what you need to do is just kill him at level 3. That's okay. Okay, so he just randomly stays. Problem is, you just used abilities. So at this point, were you thinking like I can kill him, or?
I don't ever think there was a point where I was like I can kill him. Not at this stage. I was scared of his ranged things, and usually when I wait until I've like got a little bit more health before I like try and do anything, even if they're pushed this
Oh
far.
yeah, okay, no, that's good because I forgot to talk about it before. When you said you were afraid of dying. Yeah, we need to get that whole thing out. Like, I'd rather see you go 0-15 trying to test your limits and understand your limits so you know when you can kill somebody than play scared. Like, playing scared will never let you win. It'll never be a consistent way of climbing. Like, you have to kill them. You have to win your lane. You got to stomp them.
You'll see in this thing later, I basically do whatever it takes to not die there, and I'm not sure. Sometimes I think because I'm meant to be like a bit of a tank, I think my teammates die because of it. Anyway.
Well, that's actually one of the biggest like issues when I play in low elo. I always get like annoyed and tilted with like low elo players because they play for KDA instead of understanding win conditions. So like if I'm 15 kills and my tank next to me, you know, Like they're irrelevant compared to me when it comes to the win condition. All I need for that is for them to go in and be a body and absorb cooldown so I can kill everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But they won't do it because they're playing not to die, which is
Mhm.
irrelevant. Not dying doesn't win you anything, right? It doesn't do anything. You got to be like do something. So
Yeah.
this affects everything. So like here, so I can tell you now that you can easily kill this guy, this HP. He is in kill range. What would you do here to kill him? I've paused it on a frame.
Mhm.
Go
If I
ahead.
were to actually kill him, I would step up Q and then uh, I would E in to try and knock him up.
Okay.
Then
And
W.
when would you use Q?
I would probably use it at the start, like just on the end of its range.
No, so I mean like right here. If I
Mhm.
pressed play, when would you do it? You just walk up and do it now or what?
Probably, yes.
Okay. So remember the first rule of laning is
Mm.
you use you do everything based off CS, right? So you should be looking at this picture and connecting this with this
Okay.
and your abilities. So you should be thinking, okay, when he walks up for this CS, and for him to walk up for this CS, he has to walk from here to here. So
I'm
when you,
basically never looking at my minions' HP.
yeah,
I'm usually looking at my opponent, so that's a big. I'll make a note of that for sure.
that is the number one fundamental of laning phase.
Hmm.
Everything you do, because you'll notice you'll land all your Qs if you do that. You won't miss any.
My Qs seem kind of weak, but I guess if I did that like 2 or 3 times, it would actually amount to quite a significant amount.
Yeah, no, yeah, you do plenty of damage as Ornn for sure. He is more of a combo based, champ, like with his brittle, but all it takes is a little bit. All it takes is a few little pokes because, like, yeah, he's in kill range here. So you walk up, or he's gonna walk up to here to auto this, or he'll use Q, but he doesn't have it because he already used it. That's how you know there's a kill coming here because he doesn't know that you can kill him. So you would just be waiting here. He walks up to here. You can actually
I could even E,
yeah.
straight into the wall. I was just thinking that, yeah.
You could E the
Okay.
wall because that gives him like very little time to react to jump away. Like if you did Q and he realized he might be able to be
He knows
killed.
this might be coming, yeah.
So,
that makes
but look,
sense.
he's probably gonna walk up, auto this, completely free, not even realizing. Oh, you actually queued. Okay, see, it's weird because I asked you
I walked away
before
first.
if you thought you could kill him, and you said no. But you went in like you thought you could kill him, which is good. You just did it a little
I'm
bit.
trying to remember. Yeah, just a bit late. I don't know why I step away first. It's like I hesitate, I guess.
So yeah, so right here, if you just walked up and used E, like now as he walked up for this, because look, your Q, if you were just trying to hit him with Q here, it's good because he's going for CS. But if you knew this was an all-in chance, like notice, like he's so tunneled on trying to grab this, he wouldn't be able to react to your E in time. He'd get caught mid-jump.
Okay. Yep. I didn't know he had a dash, so that was kind of a mistake there. I found out right then that he had a dash.
Yeah, he has a little mini jump. It does more if he jumps off of something. If he can double jump with it. You or a minion or anything, yeah, he can like do a little bounce. Only in mini form though.
What I've been doing is every time I've versed a new champ, I've gone onto the wiki and like kind of just written some notes about the champion and cooldowns and stuff like that. So I am trying to make progress. I'm not sure I've never versed a Nar before.
So that was the first. That's like the first phase of laning, 1 to 3. Because then it crashes on the tower, and now is a whole nother different part of the lane. It's like now the roles get reversed. So he's the one who's supposed to control the lane the first 3 levels, and that's what the range advantage is supposed to let him do. He did mess up a lot, which like gave you a chance to kill him, but we didn't kill him. But now it's pushing back to him. Now this is where you need to be. Now you need to control the lane and be confident and not let him get CS for free. Because you're going to have the level advantage. You're going to have the minion advantage. So he can't ever just jump in and try to kill you when you have all these minions behind you. So you want to wait for this wave, stack up, and then you walk with your wave. Not let him do anything to you, and you contest him. So, like right here, like you're sitting all the way back here, you should be walking up, autoing this. If he tries to hit you with something, you hit him with a Q or a W, and
Mhm.
if he doesn't back off, you can just go in.
Yep. Yep.
But look, like you see this, no good.
Yep.
Um,
Wasting my Q on CSing. That's the biggest point I feel like I have at the moment.
yeah, now that's another 10 seconds where you can't kill him. You need that Q
And
to set up.
I actually really I usually always recall around like this point.
Why?
Because my mana gets so low because I've been spamming Q on minions. So
Yeah,
that would
that will
also
happen.
fix that a little bit.
Yep, that'll fix the mana management too. Bam, not right now. Um, so like if you're recalling in a situation like this often, that can be like if you recalled here, for example, because you were a little bit low in mana,
Yeah.
that's like a big throw to your lane because you're ahead.
Mhm.
You're ahead. He basically, when you're ahead like this, he should never be, or you should never be recalling first. Okay, actually, let me rephrase. You should never be recalling first without crashing the wave, because
Okay.
it's like I said, it's like the situation's reversed.
Mhm.
If he was
Basically,
ahead of
whoever
you,
crashes first wins.
well, kinda, you should be able to kill him pretty soon here. But basically, if you're taking a recall without crashing, now you're the one taking a bad recall, the thing that we said he shouldn't be able to do.
Yep.
Right. So right here, like, see, you're playing really scared, like he's pushing into you still, but it's not that way. You look at how many minions you
Okay.
have here.
So the range advantage you would say is 1 to 3, and then it's time to change around.
Well, yeah, because like, since whoever gets the push level 1 is going to have the minion advantage level until it crashes on your tower.
Mhm.
So, like right here, you could walk up into the mid, like right next to the cannon, right? You could AFK. You could take your mouse off the keyboard. And if he just runs up and tries to kill you, he would die to the minions. You wouldn't have to even touch him.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
These minions.
I thought the waves are like even almost. Like.
No. This look, okay. Well, first off, remember that the minions that matter the most are ranged. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranged, and the cannon. He has the cannon and 3 ranged. And if you're standing here
Okay.
and he's
Yep.
hitting you, how many minions of his are hitting you? None. All
Right.
of
Okay.
yours will hit him.
Okay.
That's why you
So
need to
if
hold
he
your
hits me
ground.
even with, like from range, they will because they are not melee minions. They will hit him.
As long as like you're in your wave, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're all the way up here, then no.
Okay.
That's why you hold your ground and walk with your wave. You grab CS because if he tries to contest you, you're fine. And if he tries to jump in, you have the like he's just gonna die. There's nothing he can actually do to you.
Yeah.
So you want to contest him. Okay.
I usually try and do this advantage, like where I try and stack up like items, I guess, at this point. Like if I feel like I kind of like win out in that regard.
Yeah. So the issue here is like you don't need like you need to not. You're thinking about it like as Ornn because you can build these items in the lane like you're winning in that way, which is honestly an interesting way to look at it. But the issue is like you need to be getting
I
much
lose
more.
agency doing that. Yeah, I agree. I've been losing agency doing that. Basically, every matchup I've just sat back and I've just let them push and just been like, okay, at some point here, especially if they stay, they'll get overconfident and I can kind of combo them. But also, I'll have items by that point. That's kind of been the way I was doing it.
Yeah. That's why I said the thing we got to get out of your like system entirely is the whole like sit back, the whole play safe, not die. we got to turn it the complete other way. We need you to be in there. We need you to run it down. We need you to kill people. Figure out your limits. Now, the difference between limit testing and inting is limit testing is when you have a real reason to go in. Inting is like no reason. So if he's walking at you with a massive wave, it's not limit testing to go in, really. It's just kind of inting because there's no reason you should win if he has a huge wave behind him. But here, like, you know now that like a fundamental of the lane is like, okay, you have a big wave with you. Like, you could be half HP and he like 70%, 80%. You still win with that wave. So you need to be able to hold your ground with your wave.
I think because I have been playing so passive, I haven't actually even seen the effects of what a big wave would do.
Exactly.
I've actually been playing it passive ever since. Okay.
Right. You can't learn if you don't actually try, right? You have to... You got to actually try and see.
Yeah. I guess I've heard it always just like, Ornn scaling. Just
no.
Keep chilling, but no.
That's another like misconception in low elo where like, okay, if I'm playing a scaling champ, I just need to survive and scale. No. No matter who, if you're playing an early game champ, late game champ, mid game champ, no matter who it is, you're playing lane to win. You're playing lane to kill because that's the only way to have like consistent control over your games. Is winning laning phase, getting fed, and then the more gold you have, the easier the game is for you, right? The more you can do.
Yep.
So yeah. That's a... Okay, W. Nice. Okay. Want to use W there, because that's the ability you're maxing. I should probably make sure... I do think... it's switched so many times nowadays. I thought Ornn's maxed... it was Q, and then W, and then Q. It might be W now, again. Yeah, okay, it is W. Good.
Okay, so I usually wait, basically, to use W for when it's a secure. So I should just use it anyway, because it still does damage without the brittle.
So a secure? What do you mean a secure?
Like a secure brittle proc.
So like where you're gonna get everything.
Yeah, that's what kind of I save W. So I should just Q, like, or I should W here first, you would say.
Well, your Q is about to come up, so like you can use QW at the same time unless they patch that. It's like you can do Q and then W like basically one after another quickly, because it'll slow this, right? And then like that lets you land this whole thing. And if he doesn't jump away, then you hit him with the brittle. If he does, that's fine. But like you're maxing this ability. This is where all your points are. So this is where all your damage is. Right, so you do want to use this, even if you're not going to get the brittle proc. Either way, this was a fine trade. You just have to... See, look. You see how you did this right here? So you did that. It was good that you walked up for that. But look, after that, where are you going?
I was scared of taking damage from those minions, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, doesn't make any sense. Look how big my wave is. Like,
look at your HP, look at his HP, right? Look at your level, look at his level, look at your wave, look at his wave. Everything is in your favor. There's not a single thing that he has going for him right now. So you could be standing up here, not letting him touch this wave. If he does, you kill him.
Yep.
You could go in and E this right here.
Yeah, straight away, yeah.
Because, like, see, they're going to make mistakes nonstop, which is what he's doing right now, but you're not punishing... Yeah, see? Yeah, get in there. Oh, no. Yeah, see?
I was scared, yeah.
And now look what's happened. This is like one of the...
Now it's back to his advantage, right?
Yes, now it's back to his advantage. Now you're not the one pushing. And now it's back to, okay, I got to try to make him not crash it, but he has a minion advantage. So...
I thought he was going to recall, so I was like... I don't know why. Yeah, I was like, I guess I'll freeze again. It's just not...
Well, that's a good time to freeze if he's going to recall,
Oh,
yeah.
it is.
Because that punishes him for recalling without crashing, right?
Yep,
Now,
yep.
but you got to take it a step further now. So, like, when he shows up again... Okay, now hit him with Q. When he walks up...
eat that wall then as well when he walked past.
Well, you don't have E back up, but looks like you don't want to E that wall because he's not contesting you or going for CS or anything. It's too easy to dodge.
Okay.
So here, though, look, he's walking up to harass you. You're walking away. You can just walk forward, hit him with Q.
Yeah.
You could walk forward, hit him with QW. If he jumps away, that's great. Because if he jumps away, he doesn't have that for 22 seconds, and then your E comes up, and then you have a kill opportunity. But yeah, you have to actually, like, see that right there? That's it.
Yep.
Lane could be thrown just like that. Now he could easily just push this without any threat because you just use your abilities on minions. So.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. This is okay. Got to play around like my abilities, not for CSing. I have basically, like I said, because I've adopted this play, just sit back play style. I have just been using them to like secure CS.
Mm-hmm. So you should be rushing armor shoes this game, because it's so good versus everyone.
I took the
magical shoes.
Magical footwear. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah, I'm not too worried about that with you right now.
This is like the perfect matchup as well. Like everything was like AD, right?
So auto attacks too, which is like was really good against. Okay, so right here. So it was like it was fine to try this. Now the good thing about this is you hit level 6 and he uses E right there. So you're level 6 before him. That's very, very big. And if you're hitting level 6 now and you don't have a significant experience advantage because he hasn't left the lane or anything, that means he's going to hit 6 pretty soon too, right? So you could literally just level up your ult and go now.
And you're talking about like flash?
No.
Flash into the... Okay, yeah. Just ulting now would slow him enough.
You'll catch him. Because he already used his E. You made him use his escape. So you ult him. Well, walk forward, hit him with the... And like if he doesn't flash, you could kill him. Odds are you'll get his flash. But if you didn't do this right here, so to take it a step further, which I don't think you can do yet, there's a lot you're going to be trying to pay attention to now when you start playing. But you should always know, like one thing you want to start getting the habit of is knowing right before you hit level 2, right before you hit level 3, right before you hit level 6. Those are the 3 start baseline. Because if you realize here you're like a minion from 6, you don't waste your abilities. And then you could just hit level 6, go all in, and you'll have all your abilities, and you can just kill him if he doesn't flash. But you need to be able to realize how strong level 6 advantage is and go now before he hits 6. You should do it pretty much any time this happens. Okay, so...
I was actually quite surprised. I feel like every other champ I've ever versed, like in any game I've ever played, have recalled way before this. I don't feel like many have stayed to it.
Yeah, because he's a champ that doesn't have mana, so...
Gotcha.
And he's trolling, like he should have recalled multiple times, but like... because like recalls are something people mess up like a lot in this elo, and he doesn't have mana, makes it even easier. It's not like he runs out of mana and that gives him, oh, I guess I got to recall. Like he doesn't run out, so he doesn't even know when he should recall. But like right there, you just missed a cannon to sit back here and build this. Not worth. Now he's actually ahead. He's stronger than you now. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, he griefed a bit, so it's crazy because you did this.
Watching us both grow back and forth. Like...
Right, yeah, because you did that, and then he eat on top of himself, and then he did this. So like here, you could technically like use your ult now. Go in. Like you kind of want to time your ult to where his Mega Gnar would be dropping. Like right here, yeah, this would be perfect time to ult. Because he can't jump away, and you kill him here.
Oh, does his bar go back down when he's Mega Gnar? I actually didn't know.
Well, once the bar is when he's Mega Gnar, once the bar is gone,
right.
he goes to Mini Gnar. Like right here, he's gonna transform. So you could kill him right there too, but that's not even as important as like the other 50 times you could have killed him, right? And now it's like pretty much done because you've used all your mana. Okay.
Yep.
So those are like we went over pretty much like the most important things for you when it comes to laning that you need to focus on. This is also the most important thing in general. No matter the stuff we're going to talk about after this, like the macro stuff, is all like important kinda, but nowhere near as important as the stuff we just went over. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
But we can. I know you had some like macro questions, so we'll now like fast forward a bit.
I just thought Talon was coming in out bad.
It was fine to ult with Talon coming. The only thing is, you don't have to. So like, you can just walk at him here. Like, you never have to use your ult blindly like this. Like, you can just walk at him, not use the first part of your ult. Just walk at him, and then once you get closer and like into the brush, then you can ult. He should die here every time.
Oh, okay.
He also didn't have any
I
mana.
don't know why I always use it. Yeah, I do actually tend to use it more long distance.
Yeah, that's actually a really common Ornn mistake, actually. In low elo, using ult as a like really long distance when just because you can, but it's actually a lot of the time, especially when you're going for kills, it's better not to. It's better to go quicker or closer. Okay, yeah. See, you're getting great trades. You just need to actually finish them. Because like once you do it once or twice, once you kill them once or twice, like that's it. They'll never be able to touch you, and you can just kill them on repeat. That's the thing with tanks. They get so tanky that you can't win the lane back, and they get such high base damage from levels that you're just gonna kill them. Uh-oh. Go in here. Yeah, this guy's killable for sure. Yeah, so you're letting him farm that whole thing after he just lost all that health to you.
Well, wouldn't I have taken tower shots if I'm like...
Who cares? What's wrong with tower shots?
Wow. I don't know, I'm so scared.
Yeah, exactly. See,
I'm
like,
actually just a coward. This whole thing is just
like you're playing a tank.
Cool.
You gotta be not.
Yeah,
you
right.
do not gotta not give a fuck about damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you can soak so much damage that like you should be harassing him under tower all day. Actually, when you're winning like this, like you can just whack him with Qs. You won't even take tower shots, but you can. You could dive.
Yeah.
Like he actually just got chunked that hard to where he's almost in kill range, and then he jumps into the entire wave and just farms
all those minions would get a shot in at him as well, right?
Yeah, you actually kill him here. If you ult now, you kill him. 100%. Unless he flashes.
Yeah.
Which he probably won't, because if he thought he was in kill range, he wouldn't be doing this.
Okay.
So he just got away with murder.
I thought because he's away, I'll shoot him as fast as I can.
You see, like, look. That's all that tower shot did.
Tower shot, and I like ran away.
Oh, look, it didn't even do anything to you.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so
Look at that damage. That's one rotation, right? That's one rotation of damage, and it did this much. So that's without ult. So that means you can literally think it about, okay, that would do this much. Now ult, like he's in kill range here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go for the kill here because you'd have to get optimal damage, which could be a little tough. You could just get one more rotation and then go in.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just letting him pre-fight.
Oh, look at this guy.
You'd be in the tower here.
Look.
I would just E away because I'm scared.
He just used everything, by the way. That was like most of his damage right there. Let me see what he actually used real fast. Yeah, look how little damage he's doing to you. He's doing like nothing.
So that's like, yeah, right, like 30%.
He ulted. He used look at his cooldowns right here.
Okay. So if I turn on him, yeah, I just eat away. If I'd have eat the wall, even maybe that's at the edge of the range, but you know.
You could just W him, and then when your Q comes back up, use Q and then E and then alt. Like you could use your abilities in any order, really, but. You're Eing away, which all that says to me, right, is that you don't realize how much stronger, like that you're not in any danger whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you have 2 potions, you should pop them.
I guess I don't think about that as well, because like I never think that they've used everything now. like when they use all that stuff, I go, oh wow, that was a lot of damage. But then I don't think, hey, they can't really do that damage again for at least another like 6 to whatever seconds. I don't know.
Right, that's another like fundamental of laning is
right.
cooldown tracking. But you can see here, look how much damage he did to you. You even took a tower shot. Okay, he used everything. Let's see how much you do to him now. Right? That's without your ult.
Yeah. Yeah, ult there definitely. Killing.
So like now you could just ult here. Boom. He'd be dead.
Yeah.
We're gonna try ult again. Okay. Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were very afraid of dying. You had like, you could have taken another 5 tower shots there. Kill her. You kill her. You win. See? This is what I mean. This is why you have to test. Yeah, you win. Look, I'm gonna tell you why. So, you have a cookie, correct? Yeah. So you have a cookie. Look. You have an entire cannon wave. You have 3 levels up on her. Levels are a big deal.
Whoa, wow. Yeah.
So, you pop your cookie, you E the wall, and you kick the shit out of her. If she doesn't have ult, she dies. If she has ult, she could potentially kill you. But the point is, you like no matter who this jungler is, you have to fight this because you have a big wave and 3 levels up.
Okay.
This is the kind of limit testing.
Yeah, okay. So immediately when engaged, consider size of my wave, level advantage.
Yeah, level advantage is one of the biggest things. Like, a level advantage can tell you if you should win a fight in general, like 1v1 versus somebody. Like, if you have a level up or 2 levels up, you should never really be running from anybody. You should, especially if you're like actually full HP.
Yeah. And to have like another cookie and stuff.
Like 3 levels up. A lot of the time, like, like a rough estimate of what a level gives you is like 1,000 gold. So I mean, you have 3 levels up, right? So if we're gonna use it that way, it's like you have 6,000 gold here. She has 4.6. But you know that's just a rough estimate because like levels give you all the base stats, different more points in your abilities, right? But yeah, like you could kill her here. And like you're CCing her for a lot of this.
I might actually die here as well. I don't know.
So like the reason why I was so like important, like a way you can know you win is like you're gonna CC her with an entire wave kicking the shit out of her. And look at her HP. She has 1,000 HP.
That's like wow. All right, that's
look. You have more HP than her right now. It just doesn't look like it because your bar is half.
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, wow, okay.
So, these are like the things that need to stick out right away. It's like, oh, level 7? Like, who does she think she is? Like, you have more HP. The only thing you don't have here is mana, but that's why this cookie is huge. So you pop the cookie, and now, what does she have over you? Nothing. You have 3 levels up. You have an entire wave. You have more HP. She can't win.
Is it like everyone else is visible on the map as well? Is like
look how little damage she does. Look how long it's taking her to kill you. No way she kills you. No fucking chance. Look at this. Look, I want you to actually like really look at how much damage she just did. Now, she should have a lot of gold right now. Yeah. So she has 2.8k. If she spent that, she would be doing a bit more damage. But point is, this is a champ that actually does a lot of damage compared to most junglers, and she is barely touching you. Look how little this is. Not even close. So that means you could have, and that was without you CCing her at all. You could have you could eat her, knocked her up.
CC'd her into the wave. Yep.
All right, like there's no chance. No chance she can kill you.
Yeah, wow. I actually didn't even like. She had 1,000. Like that health comparison is crazy. Actually.
Now you should have. Yeah, look, you got to sell this cookie or use it because you need to get, like, if you have armor shoes, you're actually unkillable. Armor shoes, they have 4 auto attack based champs, and like Pantheon, who's AD as well. Like they actually can't damage you if you have it, but because like,
I think
you just need to pop the biscuit so you get the shoes.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I remember thinking like, I'll just like wait till
Okay. Nice. See, I'd rather see you do this. I like this.
Yeah.
You said fuck this shit.
Then I was scared.
What
I was
happened?
like, I can get a brittle. I can get a thing.
No, you're good. Basically, so the reason why this didn't work out is because you rushed a Thornmail. I meant to touch on that earlier. Why did you rush a Thornmail? I mean, Bramble.
I don't know. As I said to you before, I'd never been in a situation where the other laner hadn't recalled, and I didn't know much about Nah, and I was just like, I don't know why I did. Yeah, I have no idea why. I just basically I built two armors and then two cloth armors, and then it gave me the suggestion for Thornmail. I just thought, oh, that's good, you know.
Okay, yeah. So let's not do that. Let's make sure you're just like going right into your core. You could go into Jack Show. You could go into Sunfire, armor shoes if you don't have magical shoes. Because like, see, Thornmail makes it so he hits you, damages him, and now the tower aggroes you, which is bullshit. It shouldn't actually work that way.
Oh,
that's why this happened.
Oh my god, and that's the same as well. And I always build Bambies as well.
Yeah, so Bomb Cinder could do that. So,
right.
Okay.
I did it to slow him, and I use my R to dash away.
So, what you should do in situations like this, honestly, just fight him. Just see what happens. This is what this is like a good reason to limit test. Okay, I'm dead. So I fucked up somehow. Let's see what I can do. So like, Q him, W him, whack him once with the brittle. I forget the optimal Ornn combo. I think his ult pops brittle. Does it right?
It creates brittle and
it pops it. I think.
On the knock-up, yeah, it does. It pops it and then applies another brittle.
Yeah, so you do like Q, like you would use Q, W, ult, auto as the ult is traveling in, and then the second part of the ult. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so like here, because you'll do a lot more damage than you think here, and like.
I should have went in there, and like I could have at least done a chunk of his health.
If he wasn't about to turn into Mega, you could. Like, actually come close to winning this. Because he's about to turn into Mega, that would prevent you from winning, but it would be good for you to see how much damage you do.
Yeah, exactly.
You should Q here as well. Oh, wait, you should live? Oh, you can go back in here.
I did live. I should have, because he dies now. Like.
Oh, actually your talent's useless. Never mind, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Okay, that's another thing I meant to tell you. Don't ever think of your teammates as teammates. They're not real. Like, it's an illusion. Like, this game's a 1v5, 1v9 type game. It's not actually a 5v5 game. So, talent dying, who cares?
Okay. Because I felt bad. I was like, oh man. I think he like typed to me, and I was just like, okay. In that last one, when he came up the first time, and he wanted to engage, and he just kept pinging it, and I had no mana. I only had enough mana for like a single ult.
Yeah. Basically. So you just.
And I was gonna say like, don't go in, but you just kind of ignore it.
Nah, yeah. Okay, so like right here, look. Now you have armor shoes. Like this is where, like, see, you should kill him here, but look, like you queued there. He's not really even that close to that. Like you can just W him here and walk at him. You don't have to use E. But like, look how little damage he does to you. Look, like you can keep going here. You can keep going. Why not?
See, this is where I was scared of the wave, I guess.
Oh, no. Okay, so the wave means way less later in the game like this to where, like, you have so much health, you're a tank. The wave doesn't do shit to you at this point.
Okay.
Now, Kindred, on the like, earlier, when she showed up here, she's level 7 squishy champ.
Okay.
Like, you don't take damage from anything. Look how little damage you take here. I barely saw your health bar move.
Oh my god, it's so obvious when you say it like this.
It's okay. Everyone needs like someone to like point it out, because you never know what's like the correct thing.
I missed that.
It's like right here. Remember we were talking about pressure earlier. Like this freezing is the opposite of pressure. It doesn't do shit. We need you to push. We need to push.
Right. Okay.
Because you can kill him. You can dive him.
Push. Okay.
But this doesn't do anything for anybody. Because, yeah, it could, like, slightly punish him for not being here, but at this point in the game, it's not enough. Like, you need to do more. We need more. Like, you need to kill him. You need to dive him. You need to take his tower, take plates. Sadly, your Thornmail makes it a little hard, but... Yeah, go back in.
Yeah, so Thornmail and Bambies, okay.
Beat his ass. No, go back in. Q and ult. You can kill him here. But see, you're just letting it, like, if he autos you non. So let me show you something about Gnar real quick.
Yeah.
So his mini Gnar, the reason why he's doing damage to you right now is because it's the 3-hit passive. So it does 8% max health magic damage.
Right.
So if you just let him hit you over and over like that without you doing anything to him in return, then yeah, that's where his damage is going to come from.
Get chunked down. Okay.
But if you just turn around and pop him, like, you'll be fine. Oh, yeah, that's the QW thing I was talking about. Eat that shit. It's okay. This wave is like, do want to click. Because, like, basically him shoving you in like this, now he's doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing. He is pushing you into tower, pressuring you. It makes his jungler gank, and then his jungler dies. I mean, it makes your jungler gank, and then your jungler died. Right? Like you need to be the one pulling the jungler and killing them. You need to be the one having, like, the big HP advantage, pushing him under tower nonstop. Look. See?
Just letting him hit me, yeah.
Wait, what the hell?
He was hiding and I freaked out.
Yeah,
I didn't
he'll
know
never
how
kill you
much
there.
damage he did, yeah.
Actually, I think, does he actually lose? I can't remember. Does he lose his 3? Does anyone remember if Gnar loses his 3-hit passive when he's in Mega? I think he does. So then he really has no, like, he basically needs to be mini Gnar to kill you, because mini Gnar is what lets him do the percent HP magic damage. You have so much armor, this doesn't even damage you. Like, you could tank that all day.
So scared of dying. I'm so okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'd rather see you die 20 times trying to actually be useful and do things than.
No, walk away. Yeah.
So it's okay to walk away. I mean, you could kill him there, but you've lost so much HP that it becomes a little dangerous, right? And look what's happening. Exactly what I said what would happen. Look, he's pushing you in. You have all this HP. Your jungler should never come anywhere near you. If I'm jungling here, I would never come to this lane because you're getting stomped. Not actually, if we look at the stats.
Yeah.
But that means nothing. What matters right now is you're this low HP, he's this HP. Your jungler is low elo, so he doesn't understand this is not something he should do. So he shows up, and this is why he shouldn't show up, because not only could Gnar kill him alone, but if the enemy jungler's here, you guys are fucked. And here comes Kindred out of the brush. And now you guys are fucked. Well, although Gnar is kind of... Everyone's griefing here. Jesus. But as you can see, look, it just leads to a play where you guys...
Yeah. I think he died.
So, like, this is a direct... Like, this is all... This only happens... Right, because you're losing your lane. That's why winning lane is, like... It affects everything. It affects how fed you get and how easy the game is for you. It affects what plays... It affects plays like this.
You know, it's funny because I had a lot of macro questions because I thought I'd been doing everything fine in lane.
That's what most people think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I always, I have to start with the laning so I can point out all this stuff. But we've gone over so much at this point that now we can just, like, we'll tackle your macro questions, which, like I said, aren't as important. But so you said you kind of took note of the spots that you had questions about macro-wise?
Yeah. So I guess there was a point. I'm not sure when it was, but it was quite late. So like around 20 minutes, one of our towers had been destroyed by now, and I just wasn't sure. Should you never leave lane till one of the towers is down, or at what point? Like, I guess is it?
A lot of the time, that's kind of how it goes. It's like you're not going to be moving around too much, so one of the towers is down. The fact that both of these towers are up is 21 minutes is.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, because you both don't, know how to like pressure at all. Like, he should be hitting this nonstop. You should be hitting that nonstop, etc. But yeah, you're not really gonna do much moving until the towers are gone. But I think it's like that. What will handle that itself is like if you start playing to win your lane and kill them, you'll take this early and you'll never have to think about that again.
Yeah, sure. I guess then I saw a fight in like mid, and I was like not sure what to do because I knew a wave was about to crash. Should I always be trying to meet a wave, or I am Like, I TP'd here to get the wave, and I was like, I'll walk to mid when it's like...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I was like, I'll walk to mid after I, like, clear the wave. But
Mhm.
then, like, I end up just staying, and just because Na's just up here, I'm just like, I guess if he's up here, then me being up here isn't that bad.
Well, so the reason why you don't leave until one of these towers is gone because you don't have enough time because like you can't push the
To
wave
get
that
back.
far. That's
Yeah.
why it's so like if you take this, you can push the wave all the way to here, which means he has a long time to push it back before you have to come back. So that gives you a long roam timer.
Mhm.
For him though, he can crash one wave, but if your tower's here, he can't roam that long because you know, he can't push it that far. So that's why it's important you get the tower early so you can actually, you know, do things around the map, get bigger tempo advantages because you push the wave further.
Yep.
But so I want you to see how much his full combo with his ult does here.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the passive on W from magic damage. You see, it did nothing. That was his ultimate. Couldn't even tell.
Wow. Far out.
So now that he's in range form, he starts to do some magic damage with W. But oh wow, you actually got a decent heal from that. Anyway, so you said there was a fight going on mid lane?
I thought there was. It must be a little bit later. You know what? It was actually when I pushed up.
Oh,
I saw Pantheon there.
this tower still hasn't fallen. Jesus. That's probably the longest I've ever
That's
seen.
what I'm thinking. It's kind of a weird game. Normally I'm either beaten or...
Well, if you think about it, it makes perfect sense.
I've demolished the tower usually.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess because I did that one try and then I copped the tower shot. And I was like, I'm scared. Oh,
Yeah.
The Thorn Mail, like the Bramble Vest. That's crazy. I never thought of that.
So, because like as you can see, so this is what I'm talking about. Where like you are just stuck here, not being able to do anything because he just keeps pushing and he doesn't leave the lane. So you can't do anything. That's why that's why it's so important that you're winning the lane. You pressure him so you can actually do things. Because look what the enemy team is doing. They are winning their lanes. They are pushing. And that, like, you need to be doing that. That's all Low comes down to. Who stomps their lane harder and then does shit with it?
Yeah. I guess if this is like a good case, let's just say hypothetically I like won here.
Mhm.
What I would do, macro decision wise, I would try and push it to this tower. And what I feel like happens 60-70% of the time is the whole enemy just like base and like run up there and kill me.
Well,
Is it like
so in this scenario in particular, so like we see it all depends on the information you have. Like you have information here. You know they literally cannot do that right now. So like let's say you start pushing this and you see them all start recalling or they back off, you lose vision of them. Then you have to be thinking, okay, what could they be doing? Well, in low elo, if you're the only thing they can see, so if we like switch vision, let's say this is you and you're pushing up here and you're the only thing they can see, it's like moth to a flame, right? They're gonna, that's what we can see, and we're gonna go kill that guy. So like you need to be able to tell, like, because basically when it comes to side laning, if you're trying to take a side lane tower, you want your teammates to be out on the map doing things, and you need to make wait for the enemy team to show up before you do your thing, or else it's too dangerous.
Yeah.
All right. So. Okay. Good. You don't even have to TP. You can just let it go, honestly, at this point. This is getting crazy how long you guys are up here.
Right, so waves. So even letting him get that then.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
He would have moved away and then I could have just...
If you make a play somewhere else while he does it, yeah, it's like totally fine.
Okay, this is where I like saw Dragon and I walked down and then I just walked back because I was like, I don't know.
So...
That was what I was talking about. I was like,
yeah,
okay,
like,
cool, it's pushed to his tower, I'm gonna go down there actively and like, yeah.
Yeah, you should go because the reason you know to go, you're not going for the dragon. Let's make that clear. You're not going to get the dragon. The dragon's irrelevant. You're going because they have 2 people dead. So if you go to this, it's 4v3. Numbers up. I mean, you guys should win the fight.
Okay.
And because you like Gnar just TP top. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is a tempo advantage. You pushed. He TP'd here. Now you have a head start to this. He had to clear the way first. So you'll get there first.
That was an intentional decision I made. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. If I push this, and then I just stopped for some reason. I guess I just let him take the tower there.
Yeah.
Do all that. Sweet.
Oh yeah, fight him.
Dragon,
fight him. Kill him. Oh, we actually went in?
I ulted the wrong way, I think. I don't know if I ulted the wrong way. Yeah, I did. I did ult the way. But he jumped away anyway, so I guess it didn't really
That's why it
matter.
was important that you went in before that.
Yeah.
Because he already used his E before. That's why I was saying just go in and kill him.
Yeah. So in this matchup, wait at least for the dash away and then...
Look, he doesn't even do any damage. Kill him! Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah.
Look how, like, you should be able to evaluate how little damage he's doing. Like, look how little damage he's doing to you. Look how tanky you are. He's not even touching you. Look up, but you can kill him, but you're the one who flashed away.
If I'd been able to flash in and proc that brittle and kill
Right,
him.
yeah, you could just kill him.
Oh, man.
And then you take that tower, and the tower's finally gone, and then you can go do shit around the map. But at this point, because, like, think about it this way. Think about it, like, logically like this. How do you expect to, like, win this game being here for 30 minutes? Think about it.
Yeah.
How much of the game are you affecting? It's literally just coin flipping, hoping your teammates win.
Yep, that's exactly how I felt. Oh, you just articulated it perfectly. That's exactly how I felt taking this like passive playstyle. Like literally, what's the purpose of me like doing this? You know, it just yeah, it did feel like a coin flip. Exactly right.
Honestly, I wish I had games like this because my favorite part of the game is laning phase, and I've been playing this game for 10 years. I've been coaching it for multiple years. I have literally never seen a game where laning phase lasts 30 minutes in top lane like this. It's pretty godlike.
I'm a record, yeah.
Yeah, that's godlike. I wish I had games like that. For real, for real.
Yeah.
This has been just a 1v1 for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Kinda sick.
Okay.
That guy does. Kindred is obnoxious champ. She doesn't have Last Whisper and she's doing that. But anyway.
Is that like attack? Sorry, Kindred is a crit champion.
She's an ADC jungler.
So in terms of what I was building, I didn't know what to build after my Jack show, so I just finished Thornmail.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, I will make. I wanted to do. I don't know. I was thinking I should do more damage, so I was like, I'll build Sunfire.
Yeah, Sunfire is what you should have. You should like Sunfire, Frozen Heart would be really, really good this game.
I end up going Randuin's, I think.
Randuin's too. Yeah, so you should have went. You shouldn't have gotten Thornmail like at all. Honestly, you should have just went.
Okay.
Jack show, Sunfire, Frozen Heart, Randuin's. Like you would be unkillable. You'd be.
Would you say in my elo I should always be going for Mythic first? Is that?
The elo actually isn't as relevant here. It's more about like what for Ornn. The reason why. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say people suggest building Bambi's because like he doesn't have enough like he needs that item before, and I'm not unsure the reason why.
It's for so I was about to touch on that. It's for the wave clear.
Okay.
It's so you can clear the wave without needing to use like all your abilities to do it.
Okay, makes perfect sense then. Well, I guess it didn't make sense to me because I was using all my abilities to clear waves. I was like, but we don't need that much help wave clear. But now that I know I'm not really supposed to be using my abilities, that makes perfect sense.
Well, and Bommy's actually nowadays, I forgot they even changed it so where like it actually does a decent amount of damage too now to the enemy champ. I think. Wait, guys, did they change Bommy's Cinder so like it does more damage when you CC them? I can't remember if they changed that or not. Anyone know?
I think I built it pretty shortly so you could hover over.
Oh yeah. Almost. Okay, we're gaming. I don't play this shit lane. Sorry, I don't know. You don't play this shit. You don't play this game, you ding dong. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Take your dealing damage causes you to begin. Okay, yeah, they took off the CC thing. Okay. Either way, yeah, you deal like it also helps a lot just like with your damage output in the 1v1. So it helps the wave clear, helps with the 1v1.
Okay. So yeah, that's why that's considered a good like preliminary item rather than straight to the mythic.
You should probably let me see. You should probably you might just want to rush. Yeah, you should just rush Sunfire. Get level 2 shoes and then Jack Show.
Okay.
But yeah, that's like
My itemization needs issues. Might need.
well, yeah, itemization is an issue, but definitely, all the other stuff way more important at the moment. So let's kind of wrap this up here. See if there's anything else. Yeah, because this is the thing what happens in Lodo. It just turns into a shit show like this. We're fighting on multiple fronts. There's people fighting here, people fighting here. That's not actually how the game normally. Oh, yeah, kill this guy. Oh, yeah, kill him. Run him down.
Why is he getting speed there?
That's the 3-hit passive. At this point in the game, it's giving him 80% movement speed.
Oh, right. Okay. Because I kept not being able to catch him.
Yeah. So, Randuin's helps with that, but Frozen Heart would actually be more important in this game than. So, like, Frozen Heart reduces their attack speed.
Thorn Mail there, and then.
Sunfire Frozen Heart would be really, really sick. Okay, Q again.
I am just running away, and I just Just think in that case, it's probably fine, but also, what benefit would me of living there done really?
So think of it this way: the way you need to be thinking about your games is you need to be the difference. You need to be doing so much that there's nothing.
Make up for 4 other people.
Right, you have to make it so easy for your teammates that because they're not, actual teammates, they're not actually going to do. You should never expect them to do things for you. So you need to be doing so much that you need to affect the game a lot, way more than the enemy top, way more than anybody else in the game. Nobody will carry you, no matter who you're playing.
Yeah,
you have to carry. So if you're just stuck in lane, not winning 1v1s, not taking towers, if you're not starting team fights with your heart engaged that you should be fighting,
the problem still resides with me.
Right, there's nothing you can't, you're not affecting the game enough. So you should definitely just start with the stuff I gave you here is going to be plenty. It's going to be a lot for your mental stack. It's going to be a lot to handle at once. It's harder than it might seem. So try to apply one thing at a time. You have this VOD. You can always open this VOD up from my past broadcast to recap everything we went over. I know you said you're writing stuff down.
I was gonna ask that. Yeah, sweet.
But wait, my chat wants to know if you're from New South Wales.
I am. I just moved to Victoria though.
He just moved to Victoria. How'd you guys know that?
Yeah, how did they know that?
Oh, and they want to know if you voted.
I just changed my electoral role, so I didn't have to because I just moved to Victoria because the New South Wales have a vote today.
There you go, guys.
So they also want to know my address and.
They want to know, your address, your social security. Wait, do you guys have social security? Is that
we
a thing
don't
in other
actually.
countries?
No, it's not a thing.
Yeah, credit card numbers. Anything else? Are you single? Okay. So did everything we went over make sense?
It did, and you're right. There is a lot for me to be going over with that. Yeah, super valuable. I really, really appreciate your insight. I really did think I kind of had laning down pat. I'm really glad that I'm kind of glad of the news that the goal is for me to have a bit more agency in the game, because I was kind of thinking that, oh man, being passive, sure I win, but it sure I scale, but that still doesn't feel like I'm doing enough, and it was good to get confirmation.
Yep, you'll see when you start being a killer, you're there to beat ass in lane, and you get fed, and you'll be you'll realize how unkillable you'll be. You're gonna just start rolling people over. The games are gonna be 50 times easier.
Yeah,
it's the most important part of the game. It's the first step for everybody.
Okay. Great. Oh, yeah. That's.
But if you have any other questions on anything we went over?
No, I actually think, like I said, yeah, I'm kind of like processing it all. I
Hmm.
think that was really good. I guess I had the question about when to when you do like the push to, like, let's just say early game, I'd like taken the first tower and I'd pushed into the second tower, like my options there, what to do. I feel like I've gone to take enemy Gromp before and it's literally taken like half my health bar and like all of my
Yeah.
abilities, like, so I didn't know. So you mentioned in like one of the videos, it was like try take jungle camps or do and try and like impact, and I'm just not sure what impact to have, I guess,
Well, a lot of the time it's
when
going
I
to be
have that
like,
timing.
so like if you can't push any, like if you can't push like more towers in top lane, then you want to be
Mhm.
looking to start a fight with your tempo advantage in mid lane or somewhere else. If nothing like that can happen, you got maybe try to kill an enemy top laner. If you can't do that, then like very last priority is jungle camps. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I
but
guess
that part
yeah,
becomes
if I did.
situational, and basically what should happen is if you'll work on the laney phase stuff. And then if you ever get another session, then we could, like, you could show me a game where you got fed, and then we can talk
Then we
about the
can talk
macro
about that
stuff.
macro stuff. Yeah, let's yeah, stick to lane. I think that's good. So I guess overall main takeaway, confidence and like just trying to, go for those kills and don't be afraid of just everything. Waves matter significantly, like pre a certain level, but if I have the bigger wave, like be standing in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Like limit test. Play with your wave. Don't be afraid. You'll win way more fights than you think.
yeah, cool. Yeah, I'd actually would be down for another session at some point. Obviously, when I kind of get this stuff down pat, maybe we could do that.
Okay, sounds good. You can
Nice.
always send me like clips, like if you lost a 1v1 that you try to play with your wave, and you're wondering why you lost. You can just send it to me.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. Um,
amazing.
why you lost and stuff like that. So yeah, don't hesitate to ask me questions. But if that's everything, I will see you next time you get a session.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really really appreciate it.
Yep.
Thanks.
No problem,
Take it
man.
easy.
Have a good one.
Cheers. Bye, chat.
Yo, that might be the first person that's ever said bye to chat after a coaching session. That guy was too cute. That guy was too cute. And he plays Ornn.